Are you pregnant? Are you really? Oh my goodness.
Did you call to tell me something?
Do you see it?
Surprise! I'm pregnant. I am so excited to finally share this news with you all. My husband and I are expecting a little babe come July of this year. Now, we have not found out if it's a boy or girl yet. That comes in February during the ultrasound. So make sure you stay tuned for that and subscribe so you can find out whether I am having a little boy or a little girl. So I know this video is a little bit different than the typical nursing videos that I do and nursing career videos that I do, but I thought this would be a fun little glimpse into my life and what it's going to be like working as a nurse while pregnant and all of that. So let me take you on a recap of my first trimester here and what that was like and what that was like working through all of these things. So here we go. Let's recap my first trimester, weeks 3 to 13. Starting from the very beginning, I found out I was pregnant when I was 3 weeks and 5 days along. This little babe right here had me cramping from the very beginning. Now fast forward by about just 2 weeks, it was week 5 and I was feeling great. I had so much energy. I was at work. I think I was already telling people. I was telling my family. I was telling everyone. I was ecstatic. This is my first baby and I am just like thrilled and praising the Lord for this gift. But then week 8 hit and I'm still praising the Lord, but week 8 hit and that's when everything started. So this video will not be all over the place. Let's go in sections. So first up, let's talk about the symptoms that I experienced in my first trimester. Like I kind of already hinted to, the biggest symptom that I had from almost the very beginning was cramping. I thought it was menstrual cramping in the beginning and clearly I was wrong. And this cramping didn't just stop in the beginning. It has still continued to even right now. It's not as bad as it was in the very beginning, but it is still there. Now I will say, I have heard that round ligament pain starts in the 3rd trimester, but talking to other pregnant women and my family, my sisters, I don't believe that. I feel like I am having round ligament pain from the very beginning. If I stand up too fast or if I move too fast, I get spasms. The definition of round ligament pain is round ligament pain is common and normal during pregnancy as the uterus and surrounding ligaments stretch to make room for baby. It can cause short, painful spasms. And I have been having that ever since the very beginning. More so cramping in the beginning, but now I'm getting more of those spasms. That even started around week 8. So other symptoms that I have been dealing with or dealt with was some nausea throughout the day, but major dizziness and headaches. The headaches would normally get better if I put a cold cloth on my head or a warm cloth, or if I laid down for a nap, or even ate salt. Salt has been my best friend. So look at this chart here. This chart will tell you what can cause headaches in pregnancy. So I was like, is it hormones? Am I dehydrated? What is going on? I was sleeping fine, other than having to use the restroom at night, but I got a normal night's sleep. So what is going on that I'm having these headaches? I think it's probably just hormonal. I drink a lot of water during the day, so I don't think it was that. But moving on, before I get into my diet and what I wanted to eat versus what I actually could eat, let's talk about the exhaustion that I was dealing with. Now, I did not realize how exhausted I was until I am no longer exhausted anymore. And this was from about week 9 to a 13-ish. When visiting our family back in Pennsylvania over Christmas, my mother-in-law told me as we're sitting at the dining room table, "You look really tired." Y'all, I was falling asleep at the dinner table. I think we were sitting there just talking and my eyes just kept falling asleep. I'm like, I am exhausted. And I kept trying to go through every single day, not taking naps and trying to push through it. But y'all, I was napping a lot the week 11, 12, and 13. I took naps almost every day that I had off work. Now working through that, working a 12-hour shift, that was hard for me. I came to about maybe 3 or 4 o'clock. I already ate my lunch. I ate really healthy, tried to, we'll get into that. And I'm like, it's not my blood sugars, they're not going up and down, why am I so exhausted? Then I remembered, all right, I have a baby inside of me. That is what's going on. And this babe is growing and living off the nutrients that I am feeding it. So obviously it makes sense why I was so exhausted, but it's hard working through a 12-hour shift in that very beginning trimester when you just feel totally exhausted. I think my one lunch break, I shut my eyes for like 5 minutes to try to even take a nap. But lastly, let's talk about my first trimester diet. I had this big old plan of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to eat, and then came what I actually could eat. If one phrase could explain what it was like eating during the first trimester for me, it was eating to survive. Now from weeks 3 to 8, it was wonderful. I was taking my prenatal vitamins. I could get everything down. I was eating my salads. I was eating all my vegetables, my fruits, how I typically eat. I eat very healthy typically. And then after week 8 came, it was not happening anymore. Looking at certain foods, even looking at certain foods after that point made me nauseous. I had to walk out of my house at one point when my husband was cooking dinner when I came home from work, and I was like, nope, I can't even be in this house right now. I definitely dealt with food aversions. I could no longer eat broccoli, Brussels sprouts, or asparagus. And y'all, I eat those 3 every single week, almost at every single meal, either lunch or dinner. Those are my 3 staple food vegetables that I eat almost every single day. And I have not been able to eat them up until actually yesterday was the first time I ate broccoli again. And I am 16 weeks tomorrow. It went from weeks 8 to 16. I went 2 months without being able to eat broccoli or asparagus or Brussels sprouts or salads. Now I'm reading through this wonderful book right now called Real Food for Pregnancy. And I absolutely love this book and recommend it to any pregnant woman out there. Even husbands or partners, this is great. My husband has learned a lot. I have learned a lot from this, but I had to put this book down in my first trimester. I felt terrible. I wanted to eat how this book recommended, but it was like a no-go. So I finally have been able to pick this book back up and listen to it, and especially on Audible. It's on Audible as well. But my first trimester, I had to put it away because it made me feel bad. I was like, oh no, I can't eat like this. Oh, what am I gonna do? But then I was like, all right, Lord, it's in your hands. I'm just gonna get down the healthiest foods I can get down, and that's gonna have to be okay. But all in all, I would say I had a pretty simple first trimester, which I am so extremely thankful for. It's amazing how every woman's body will go through the same thing with a pregnancy, but every woman's pregnancy is totally different. So for my mamas out there, comment below what your first trimester was like, or if you are currently pregnant, comment below. I want to know what you are going through right now. But y'all, I am so excited to share this pregnancy with you all. I cannot wait to give you updates throughout the entire thing and let you know what it's like working pregnant. I am now having to wear some different scrubs. This will be a shirt I will be wearing on the floor because I have a feeling I won't be able to fit into my scrub tops at a later date. As you can see, I'm not quite showing too much right now, but I know I will be one day, Lord willing. So that will be different. But right now I'm feeling good. I'm 4 months tomorrow, and I feel much better than I did in that first trimester. It was mostly the exhaustion that got me in the food aversions, but I just made do and was thankful for even those because I know the Lord is growing this babe inside of me. But that is it for today, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I would love to hear from you all how your pregnancies went, or if your spouse was pregnant, your partner was pregnant, comment below what they went through. I would love to hear that story from you. Have a great day, everyone, and make sure you are subscribed and like this video. Other than that, I'll see you later.